morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever and wherever you are listening, welcome to episode 182 of the Dadbod Golf Pod, proudly a member of the Believe Podcast Network. Joining me for this super special Would You Rather Wednesday, our host and founder, Kyle Rush, and the owner, operator, CEO, and majority shareholder of Chiz Daddy Golf, Jacob Chisler, on the mic. Boys, the AirPods are in, the microphones are hot. Let's get it going.
We're live.
Let's go. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Tonight's episode is brought to you by Bet Online, the #1 sports betting website in the country. Jacob, if you log in, if you get an account on Bet Online tonight, you can use our coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV, and get a 50% welcome bonus. You give them $100, they're going to give you 50 back. If you'd have live betted on Justin Thomas on Sunday, drop that one.
Roll out the dough.
Drop that
Big
150
money
on him, then it would have been game over. But get online today. Tons of props you can get on for golf, literally every sport, and they have an online casino. It's tons of fun. Bet Online, it's where the game starts. Nathan, kick us off, man. Let's go.
All right,
It's an
we have
electric
got a
Wednesday.
former PGA professional joining us tonight. So we figured for this kind of unique Would You Rather Wednesday, it's not going to be what you're used to. You know, some of you really look forward to it, but I think you're going to love what we got going on. Me and Kyle are members of a country club, and we are members. Okay. We pay our dues. We go to the Christmas party. We do the kids' hayride on Halloween.
Hey, we just go up there and hang out when it's closed sometimes.
Yeah.
Pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Jacob used to be a boss man at a country club. Is that correct, Jacob?
Not really a boss man, but just like a low level assistant or intern.
Yeah, but for our purposes tonight, you're a boss man, because everybody knows that clubs are run by the assistant pros and the head pros.
I mean, technically, I own my business. I am my boss. So,
oh, boy,
there you go.
Hey, there we are. There we had to take the long way, but we got there.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to talk about a couple taboo member at a club things. So we're going to kind of get the thoughts from the lowly intern assistant pro. Okay, we're going to start off with something that came up recently that Kyle was almost guilty of, and our pro kind of saved him at member guest. Specific to member guest or member, or really any tournament with a tee gift, is wearing your tee gift at the event. You go in, you register, you get your FootJoys, and then you suit up with them right off the bat.
That is super lame. I'm totally guilty of that, by the way. Totally guilty of that on so many tournaments.
I think Kyle's ready to throw him on a practice round. He got him for the practice round, and he was.
I got there.
I'm gonna throw my new Pro SLs on.
Exactly. Jacob, what do you think about that?
It's not typical. Every club I've worked at in my career, nobody has done that.
Really?
Oh.
No, I've never seen it.
I'm the uncoolest cat alive.
I'll tell you where I've worked at over my career. I've worked at a course in New Jersey called Upper Montclair Country Club.
Mm-hmm.
It's they actually just hosted the LPGA Founders Cup last week.
Yeah. In
case you didn't watch it on TV, I worked there. I didn't really see any crazy, weird, tee gift things being worn in a member guest. Because I was down the cart barn all the time. I worked outside, so I didn't get to see a whole lot that went on during their big 3-day. I think they called it the Jerome Travers Invitational, something like that. Because Jerome Travers was the founding member of Upper Montclair.
Oh, dude,
right.
And then names a member guest after himself. Must be a Jersey thing.
Yeah. So
maybe.
we typically
I don't know. Some people have this. We used to have our tee guests. I'm gonna be honest, a little bit lacking this past year, but we usually get you get to pick. You get a shopping spree. It was like a FootJoy or Titleist shopping experience. So you could get shirts, you could get hats. Go ahead.
I did get a bag last year, and I swapped everything over to the new bag before the tournament started.
I don't know.
But I think I get a pass on that.
I don't think that's weird. I think that's just typical. You get that fresh bag, and you're like, I just want to show it off to all my.
It's not like shoes where you got 3 or 4 pairs. You've already got a pair of shoes that you're gonna wear.
I got several pair. Yeah, I'm kind of into shoes right now. But your polos, they still got the creases in them. Yeah, I've done that before. still kind of have that little weird smell like from the factory. Like I've totally done that before. 100%.
I think now I will say that if you get like a pack of nitros in your scramble, if you're playing a charity scramble, you can definitely use those in the
Just
scramble.
pound
It's not going to hurt anything if you lose them. Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're going to be swinging in a way that you're not normally swinging in the scrambles. I think I'd say in that regard is acceptable.
So definitely, Jacob, wearing your tee gift in the tournament, that is a definite no. Don't do that.
And like I said, every club I've worked at Upper Montclair. I've worked at a course in Greenwich, Connecticut called Greenwich Country Club. I never saw that there. And I worked at the country club in North Carolina, not during the height of COVID. Did not see any of that.
Wow.
Okay.
I feel
and I've
this
heard
big
I've heard of it happening before, but like I've never seen it.
It sounds like this phenomenon. He's like, I mean, I've heard of it, just never seen it.
I've never seen it. I Googled it once, but I've never seen it in the wild.
I've seen articles about it. I've
Well,
just never seen it in person.
I'm this big now. I'm this big.
Because I've had colleagues I went to college with in, PGA golf management program. They've told me some stuff like that before, and some even weirder stuff. I couldn't even remember half the things they mentioned, but I've heard of some weird stuff being either taken off as a tee gift or won in a tournament or stuff like that before
winning it. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it's one thing to use it right off the get-go. It's another thing to use it right off the get-go and then win.
Oh,
that's
a
flex.
Big flex.
That's a flex.
Nate won, remember, guess, and he's got a bag.
A beautiful bag that he doesn't even use.
It's a trophy, Kyle. It doesn't belong on the golf course.
It's so beautiful. It's a beautiful bag.
I'll go get it here in a
Something
minute.
to brag about.
Yep.
The next one, and
Let's
this
go number
one,
two.
I think you'll really relate to this one, Jacob. And this is something where you and me kind of share a common bond of working in the barn. There was 2 or 3 members that were notorious for coming to the cart barn for A, golf balls, B, gloves, and then C, just coming straight to the horse's mouth for the range balls, because where they all got cleaned. So instead of going to the pro shop and paying $5, they go, hey, buddy, hey, just give me a bag real quick, buddy. Hey, yeah, just give me a bag. Okay, thank you.
I don't think I've ever done that, but
Yeah, but
I
you
can
thought
see.
about it.
I can see how that's probably. I'm on that range plan, bro. I don't go steal balls. I'm on the range plan. Hey, the other day, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'll tell you what I did do the other day. So our range balls are those like Strata / Pinnacle, the yellow ones with the black line around it. There was a Pro V1 yellow ball that somehow had gotten in there in the bag.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes.
In the bag, it's in the rotation.
Okay, let me tell you this. I was a PGA professional for a long time, and I am so guilty of that, especially at my home track.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
When you're just like, do I want to go in the pro shop and buy a $52 dozen of golf balls? Oh, there's a Pro V1 in there. Let me just take it and put it in my bag.
Yeah. Hey, when you're a cart guy, it's your honor,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
your honors to them. But we had a stretch, Kyle, before you joined the club where we thought it'd be so cool. We'd spent the money and we had Pro V1 range balls. They said practice on the side. And we had this big old, like a big old trash can full. It's like 1,000 golf balls. 3 weeks, we've got like this much left. People are just buying 2 bags of balls. They're going straight in the back of their car.
Oh,
and then you go in the woods on the golf course or in the water, and there's practice Pro V1s
everywhere. The tour ones, yeah. We have the our club is the Auburn men's and women's golf facility
Is kind of attached to it. So they obviously hit with all the nice balls. But if one gets down there amongst it,
Yeah, that's right.
hey, she gone. She might.
And you got to sort them all out.
Take it.
When you're a car guy, you got to sort them out. They come down that tube, and there's a bucket for the white and a bucket for the yellow, and you've got to catch them and go. I mean, it was an art. It was a finely trained skill.
Definitely. I was a cart guy at a course where the range balls were literally all the balls they found around the course. I swear. So like you'd have
gotta save money somehow.
There was no rhyme or reason to what you could be hitting in a range bag. They were just all over the place. So I stayed strapped. Strapped with balls that summer. So don't let a noodle get in there. That noodle is if I say a good shiny noodle in there.
Let me get one of those mojos, brother.
That's a good ball.
The little shiny mojos.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
I don't, man. y'all say it's a good ball, man. Them things are rocks.
No, they're
Feel like
terrible.
Goes like a mile though, Jake.
Awful.
You know how it is.
Take flight, send it.
Okay, the last one. Did you spend much time in the pro shop, Jacob? Like
on
answering
my
the phone and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So on my 6-month PGA internship in Greenwich, Connecticut, yeah, I was in the pro shop the whole time, the entire
Nice.
time. I'd be behind the shop counter, answering the phones, doing merchandise sales, and all that stuff.
Well, something that our old pro used to hate when I was working there, because he would have to call me or whatnot, is texting the pro for a tee time.
Yeah,
Call the number.
like, come on, leave the guy alone.
Yeah, it's like literally, he's like off day, like on a date with his wife, and he's getting texted like, "Hey, you can get
Exactly.
to 2:30 tomorrow?"
Yeah,
Like, dude, there's a phone number.
There's
I
a
don't
phone
think
number to the dang pro shop.
I don't think I've ever done that, but I've definitely texted the pro asking him a question on the day that course was shut down on accident a few times. Like just not thinking about it. Like, and we're kind of close with we've been kind of close with the different pros over the years. So definitely guilty of that. Here's one thing though.
Our club, we should be getting it soon, but we've never had online tee times. If you have online tee times, that's not a problem. So if you're your club, get online tee times.
Man, y'all are like way behind the 8 ball.
I know. It's terrible.
Yeah, dude.
Like every place in the freaking country, they're using like 4Ts, they're using Golf Now.
Yeah,
Whatever.
we're getting it though. We're getting it. We
Like-
have. So Jacob, listen to
We
this.
don't have a hot dog machine either, Jacob.
Hey, you know what else we don't have, Jacob? A golf course. We don't have a golf course right now
Yeah.
either. Our golf course is shut down for 6 months for renovations.
We also don't have a remote to the TV in the locker room. We figured
in the
that
men's
out
locker
Sunday.
room, there's
Trying
no
watch
remote to
some
the TV.
dadgum golf.
There's several
Hey,
things that we're checking
They
off.
gotta have given you some like reciprocal times or something.
Oh, we
like
got
that.
some good reciprocal.
Yeah, but it's
There
not
you go,
$20
there you go.
and you can't just get hammered and be in the parking lot like at your home club, you know?
I know, man. They frown on that, and we got to like keep an appearance or whatever when we go
Yeah,
out. We
you know,
don't embarrass us.
It's the same thing here at my place. I do a lot of club repair work for Keith Hill's Golf Club. They're owned by Campbell University because the golf teams there practice there, and so does the PGA Golf Management Program. So it's the same thing. You can't just, they don't sell alcohol there. So you got some people, some public play coming in, just sneaking coolers in there because you can't buy alcohol there.
Now,
can't just go
are
in
you
there and
allowed
get
to bring?
blasted.
Are you allowed to bring your own?
Technically, not really. I don't think so.
Sounds
but
like a lot of
does that-
Gatorade bottles with pre-mixed
that-
vodka in it.
Does that stop anybody? No. I
Just don't be.
when I started in my career, I was a cart boy out at that golf course, and the amount of beer cans I would dig up at the carts was just
At a
astronomical.
place that didn't sell any alcohol. Yeah, I hear you.
I've played some
Go figure.
I've played some redneck country clubs where there will be an igloo cooler in the floorboard of a cart. So like you're literally riding with your feet sitting up on the passenger side. So like you're sitting exactly. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But is there anything?
Those are three good ones. Anything in particular you can think of, Jacob, that's a no, like definitely like a taboo thing for members to do or don't do or something like that?
The most common one I've seen at all the places I've worked, playing in a 5-some or more.
Oh, we love fivesomes.
I-
in our
Yeah,
club.
big
Five-
awesome guy.
Okay, five.
Big six-some guy, actually.
Five-somes you can get away with. It's 6-somes, 7-somes. It's like, come on, bro. Like,
But only if you're holding people
like that,
up.
like that. Well, okay, if they don't hold people up, that's one thing. But like, it's like the pros' worst nightmare.
But on the flip side of that is the little pieces of shit that live on the golf course, and you've got a 9-some on a Tuesday afternoon, and there's nobody else on the golf course, and we're just having a good time, and Barbara calls and be like, "Hey, there's 9 guys in one group."
Yeah, you got to carry.
Hey,
that
guess
call.
what, Barbara? No, it
Who's
affects you
behind
not
us,
at all.
Babs, who's behind us? Not
Hey,
anybody.
maybe your husband shouldn't have gotten kicked out of the club, Barbara.
I had a blow up incident not long ago over something like that. There was like some kind of event that was out there that got the course backed up. Then it was rain. So it was cart path only. So, I mean, it was literally wall to wall, and we had a 3-some and a 4-some. And we just said on the back nine, screw it. We're just going to play together. And like, honest to God, there was no way we were holding anybody up. Like we were waiting on every shot with 7 dudes. We were playing, just firing balls everywhere.
peppering.
And there's a twosome behind us. There was a twosome behind us. And I get it from just the sheer fact of seeing 7 people. But we got to a spot where you could see from the green to the tee box to the fairway to the green to the tee box of the next hole.
Yeah.
And they called the clubhouse on us. So like I sat there and waited on them. I was like, all right, I want you to come here and look. I want you to come here and look at all these groups. Tee box, fairway, green. We're not holding you up. This course is backed up. I went off. I embarrassed myself. But that's one thing. Don't call, like, be very, very sure about yourself when you call the clubhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be so sure about it when you call the clubhouse.
For sure.
You better have the entire front 9 in front of you open if you're going to call the pro shop. Or
Absolutely.
Or start hitting into them, man. Do it the man way.
Send a warning shot. Let's go.
Sheesh.
All right, Nate. Are you ready for this?
Oh gosh.
You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it. So I'm gonna tease it and then I'm gonna let you go into it. Okay. So we had our scorecard. Should you sign it? Is it a dumb rule that if you don't sign your scorecard, you're DQ'd? We had that argument and it honestly lasted 2 or 3 episodes, about a week. Our friendship was tested for a while. It was great. There was a lot of interaction, probably the most interaction we've ever had. So we decided we're going to maybe start like a summer argument series on the Dad Bod Golf Pod. And the next thing that we're about to talk about right now, I've prayed over this. I'll be honest. I've prayed over this. I've been worried about it, but we're about to embark on something. And I think it's going to be absolutely electric. So Nate, pose the question and then let's just duke it out.
So obviously the signing scorecard versus not signing scorecards has really turned into honoring the traditions of golf or being a little shit. Obviously with signing your scorecard and having honor being on the, the honorable traditional,
So dumb.
Let's hold ourselves to a higher standard. Well, then Kyle comes along and he introduces the pants versus shorts for PGA Tour pros. And let me just tell you, you want to be on the wrong side of history? You want to come up on a spot where you don't want to be? Listen, I put on pants on an 85-degree day to podcast in my house that's burning up right now on principle. Because men who play golf and men who love golf are men of principle. And Kyle and his merry band of hooligans want to start showing calves on CBS on Sunday afternoon.
Show them.
So why don't you start off with a little blurb and and everybody can just enjoy you speaking nonsense for a minute. And then I'll respond in kind to your
Sure. I got two
erratic.
I got 2 points of why pros should be able to wear pants, should be able to wear shorts, whatever they want to wear, whenever they want to wear it. Here we go. In every sport that you play, from the time you grow up to the time if you take it to any level, you wear the same thing from the time you start to the time you get to the top level. Baseball, you wear cleats, you wear socks, you wear pants, you wear a shirt, you wear a hat. Football, you wear cleats, you wear socks, you wear pads. Soccer, you wear socks, you wear shin guards, you wear the uniform
all the way through college, all the way through pros. Why is it that all of a sudden, like, we have this just pants just come out of nowhere for pro golf, in the damn middle of July? We got people dying in the 80s wearing polyester garbage, cotton pants. Like, why is it a thing that pro golf, when you get to the top level of pro golf, if you're just right under it in college, shorts, high school shorts, like literally every level of junior golf, every level of everything. And all of a sudden you get pro and it's like, oh, we just got to wear pants. We don't really know why we have to wear pants, but we just have to wear pants. It's just a thing that we have to wear pants. Second thing, golf is we're trying to grow the game and reach new demographics and get new people into the game, just so it obviously can keep going. The idea of the pants, and you hit on it. It's this uppity, I'm better than everybody. I'm this super, like, I'm more classy than you. I have more status than you. That's why I wear pants, because I'm better than you. and we're the message we're trying to send in golf is to include everybody. I think you should I think you should make your own decision. I don't get why in July, in August, and September in South United States you have to wear pants. In Atlanta in September, whenever they have the Players Championship, it's absolutely
Tour Championship.
brutal.
Players Championship is in March, and everybody was wearing pants because it was cold. So
okay, that's fine.
That's
it's cold.
Big L right out of the gate there, bud.
It's cold. You know what? It's absolutely torturous in Atlanta in September. The weather, and to wear pants just because it's like, oh, it's just we don't really know why. We just do it because it's kind of like Joe Dirt. Why is the grass green? Why is the sky blue? I don't know. It just does. That's the rule about pants. We don't know why. It just does. That's why we wear pants. Yeah. Let you go.
Rebuttals before Jacob can put his 2 cents in. First of all, and I've tried to make this point to your first point, we are not other sports. We are not soccer. We are not football. We are not basketball. Quit comparing us to other sports. Let's try and be above. Okay.
This is the top.
Second thing, we are not saying that you have to wear pants on a golf course. We're not trying to make it a universal dress code. Okay. And if you do want to compare it to other sports, why don't you take a look at coaches? Why do coaches in the NBA wear suits, but high school coaches wear a polo and pants? They're held to a higher standard at a professional level. Do you think NBA basketball coaches are sweating their asses off in suits? Have you ever seen
high school
Bruce
football
Pearl
coach wore a tie to every game?
Cool. Good. He was holding himself to a higher standard. So
what does that mean?
Getting back to part 2, all you're asked to do, they even let them do it in practice rounds. All you're asked to do is 4 days, only 2 days if you miss the cut. 4 days. There's only a few months out of the year where it's even uncomfortable. We've got $125 pair of pants that feel as good as anything you can put on your body.
That is
so
true.
I'm not really buying your bullshit.
Okay, they do make better pants. That is a thing.
They do.
Pants are getting much better, but still, you haven't given me the why.
So the why is literally just because all of a sudden, arbitrarily, we've decided we're going to up our status. We're going to hold ourselves to a higher standard just randomly at this level by wearing pants. That's the determining factor is pants. That's how you hold yourself to a higher level. It's just
one
pants.
of the things. It's just there's a couple things that you can do. Appearance matters. The way you present yourself matters. Why does the manager of an MLB team wear a uniform? Why doesn't he just wear like, I don't know, a hoodie or a suit or
a lot of them do wear hoodies.
A polo and
when it's cold
khaki pants?
I can't answer that.
All I'm saying is they have done everything. They let the caddies wear shorts. They let the players wear shorts during practice rounds. So just wear pants. Look like a professional. You're not a high school golfer. You are a professional golfer. You are a professional. In the same way that you dress well in the professional world, this is your profession. You're a professional. Dress like it. Do you see those guys walk into an NBA game? They're wearing $7,000 outfits. Okay. And then they put on a jersey.
The same uniform that they've worn since they were a
child. The same type uniform they've worn since they were a child.
Okay, well,
Jacob,
the coaches don't wear the same. Progressive enough.
That's just what? That's just a
good point.
No, that's not a good point. It's not a good point because some coaches at other levels do wear suits if they just like to wear a suit. It's a choice.
It's a choice and it's a personal preference.
Yeah, I want to hear
that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I think the whole pants versus shorts thing is just a personal preference. And you bring up a good point. Like in the dead heat of summer, when it's like it feels like 1,000 degrees, especially in the South where it's like the most humid.
Yes.
Like, come on. Like, you don't want to be wearing pants. It doesn't matter what the material is made of. You're
gonna let baseball players wear shorts too?
No, because that's not the uniform of baseball.
Like for your whole
Why
life.
Isn't it? Do they not burn up in the summer?
It's not.
They play in the summer and they wear pants and long socks.
That is the baseball uniform may be the most obnoxious uniform that's ever been made. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's the same uniform that you wear your whole life. Your whole life. When you first play T-ball, same stupid pants.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
You wear T-shirts when you're in T-ball. You literally wear T-shirts.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford button downs in the city league. Yeah. If they could, they would. Some do.
In Mountain Brook, they can.
Yeah.
And on the whole, pants versus shorts thing, it's like, sure, pants are more professional, but I think it's the way you carry yourself in a tournament is how you show profession or your professionalism. It's like how do you make it's like if you maintain a good attitude, you're not slamming your club anywhere. That's professionalism.
Yeah.
Sure, I mean, wearing pants might add to it, but it's not the only thing. It's how you carry yourself throughout 4 days of tournament.
You can be a doucher in pants. You can be a big old douche in pants,
Exactly.
Nate.
You can be a douche in shorts too.
You can, but the pants don't make you a professional. It's what's inside the pants that makes you a professional, Nate.
It's your actions.
You want to come to a party in my pants?
I think the actions speak louder than what you're wearing.
There you go.
In my opinion.
It's crazy that you invite him on because you or Ben couldn't dream of making a point that makes anywhere within the same realm of possibility of sense that he just made.
No, who? Him or me?
Yeah, his point was way better than any point you guys could ever.
Okay, well, I agree with that. I agree. But I didn't I actually told him to be. I was like, if you want to be pro pants, I'm not going to be mad at you because I told him I was pro shorts.
And I'm not. I'm kind of like the middleman. I think it's just a preference.
Do you in the wintertime, Kyle? Do you ever enjoy wearing pants because there's something about it that makes you feel more like a professional golfer, or am I just the only one? I don't wear pants in the summertime. I don't. It is more comfortable. I wear the shortest shorts humanly possible. But in the wintertime,
this is an odd take for you.
When I saddle up with pants in December and a nice little quarter zip pullover, I feel like I'm in the daggone British Open.
For someone that's made a brand,
I don't feel like I'm in a practice round at the John Deere Classic wearing shorts. Cool.
For someone that's made a brand
out of wearing extremely obnoxiously short shorts, this is a wildly odd take for you. I got to be honest.
I am talking. I'm not
I
talking about.
I want to bring up one point though. You see some tour pros on PGA Tour, they're not wearing like legit golf pants. Some of them, like Justin Thomas, for example, joggers.
Oh, what are we thinking on joggers, Nate?
It's pants with a cuff.
It's actually a new trend that's happening. Like
Blaine Barbers. We are sponsored. I actually almost wore joggers, but I didn't want
so those
Kyle to make a smart ass comment when I stood up on the chair, which I was planning to do.
Those classify that's professional enough for you. Because what about hoodies? What about hoodies?
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, that's another.
It's not very professional.
Okay, no, yes, it is. If you wear it the right way.
You want to know something? I'm all for the dang golf hoodies.
I love hoodies. I have like 3
of them. I love hoodies, man.
I do too. But
I have no issue with all of these things. I'm talking about a very specific, highly paid, elite group of people who I want to be held to a little higher standard than Kyle and Nate on a Thursday.
I want them to play golf. I don't want them to manage my portfolio. How about that? I don't want them to sell me life insurance. I want them to go make birdies and have fun doing it and just have calves blazing if they want to. If they want to wear pants, I'm cool with that too. You know what? I'm not a communist. I'm free. I want everybody to do whatever they want.
It's like we don't turn on the television to watch a PGA Tour event just to watch them wear shorts or pants or whatever. It doesn't matter. We turn on TV. We watch a PGA Tour event to watch them play golf.
Yes.
See somebody win. That's the whole point. I don't think it should matter.
That we should sign scorecards.
Do we want to go ahead and spill in? Do we want to spill up? Let's just go ahead. Why not? So pants is over. Let's go into this. The last one we had, Jacob, was should you be DQ'd if something happens and you don't sign your scorecard when you're on the PGA Tour? I'm not going to lead it. On the PGA Tour, should you be DQ'd for not signing?
Everybody sees what happens. So, everybody knows what happens. Why does it freaking matter?
Because
you know what? That's why you're not a PGA professional
There's
anymore.
Officials watching.
Because you didn't have principle.
That's why you're tricking out putters.
I could see the point of like signing a scorecard in like a smaller tournament where there's not a big gallery. It's not televised.
So we're just gonna be subjective. Like if there's no TV cameras, hey boys, by the way, the TV cameras aren't working. You're signing scorecards today.
Hey, we're subjective on when and where we don't wear pants. It's pretty subjective. So why not scorecards too?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you just wear pants on the PGA Tour and the Corn Ferry Tour.
Subjective. So subjective. I think there's pro tour. There's other mini tours where you don't even have to wear pants.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like there's a couple local mini tours to me that there's not a real strict rule on pants or shorts or whatever.
Yeah, man, maybe you see a couple of the guys who take it seriously wear pants. And you know what? Maybe they just
Hey,
hold
I
themselves
see
to a
some of
little
the
higher
best players on the mini tours around here wear shorts.
The
Hey,
best.
your former tour guy wore pants.
He did wear pants. He was handsome too. So
Yeah,
maybe
big
I'm
old hairy chest.
that may have swung me. That may have swung me back to pants. No, they did. They on the Forum Tour. They were rocking pants. It's a PGA. That's a PGA sanctioned tour though. So I mean, but
We're not talking about the Casablanca tour down in Palm Springs
or the Emerald Coast, whatever down there on
this
the.
is not the Emerald Coast shootout.
Oh, I like it.
You know what, Jacob? Next time you come on here, man, just don't be making like logical points. That's not what this show is about.
we mostly deal in emotion, raw human emotion.
Unabated emotion.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yes.
I love watching you two just duke it out here.
Look at those pants. They're a
I
little
voted
short.
today. I
Yeah.
held myself to a higher civic standard, and I wore dadgum pants.
So you have to wear pants when you vote? Is that the
Oh, uh-oh.
No, I'm
No,
just
I
kidding.
didn't wear
He
pants while I was
just
voting.
went there, folks.
He wore the shortest shorts you could wear when you went and voted, I'm sure. Because it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot right now, guys. It's hot. It's getting hotter. And if you wear pants, is there any turn? So Colonial is this weekend.
It's gonna be hot.
That's gonna be miserable. That's gonna be a miserable
No, it's
golf
not gonna be
tournament.
miserable.
It's gonna be pretty bad.
These guys wear pants that are like cooler to wear pants than it is to wear shorts. Moisture wicking. I
will give you that point as the technology in pants has gotten much, much better, but still, God, dude, it's hot. It's hot. Even the joggers, man. I try to wear the joggers. It's still kind of hot.
You don't let them start wearing tank tops too?
No, I draw the line. I draw the line at the blade.
Okay, we
of
found the
golf.
line. We found the line. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle's line is down here in the
You know what?
standards,
Nope, I'll
and
take it
Nate's
back.
line is right here.
I take it back. You know what? You can go untucked. You could go
Naked?
No, you could go no collar. You got to wear clothes just because that would be illegal. So you got to go.
Depends on where you are.
you got to go some kind of t-shirt, some kind of shirt.
What
Collar,
boxers
no
only MMA guys only wear like tights. You want to start doing that? Where you want to draw the line?
That's a good
Because
question.
I guarantee you get lumpy out there wearing tights. That coverage is going down.
I don't know. Coverage could go up. I may watch just to
I would
see.
watch it just to watch it.
Just to watch Shane Lowry in tights just to make fun. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm not super duper passionate about it, but I just think pros should be able to wear shorts if they want to.
Where do you draw the line?
I don't know that I have a line. I don't know that I have a line. Maybe t-shirt. Maybe I say wear a polo or something, or a blade collar.
Why?
Or something like that.
Why?
I don't know. It's just kind of you can't even do that at like a municipal course. You can't even not wear a collared shirt at a municipal course.
Yes, you can. The municipal courses let you. Oh, that's a kind of an entirely different discussion. Is shifting this to what I wasn't talking about, and you tried to compare apples and oranges. I'm talking about the PGA Tour. You're talking about yourself growing the game. I have no problem with people playing golf casually when the circumstances allow it.
Yeah.
Like night golf. People wearing t-shirts and flip-flops.
Yeah.
No issues. You're
Bro,
playing in a
you're
nice
talking pros.
place. And keep in mind, Kyle and Jacob, the courses that these guys are playing that I am asking them to wear pants at are the nicest courses
They are
in the
a lot of
world.
times. Elite of
The elite. Yeah, you're
So
right.
if the
Private
PGA
courses.
If these are courses where you have to wear a dinner jacket to dinner.
A dinner jacket. Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I still say you should wear shorts if you want to wear shorts. I think just saying pants. This is my thing. I don't like arbitrary rules that don't really have a whole lot of meaning. We do it just because we just
Polos.
do it just because we just do it. And if I want to hold the line of logic, I would have to say polos too. I would have to say the collar. I would have to say you could wear whatever you want to wear. So I guess that's what I'm saying. You'd have to do that.
So what if Tiger shows up in a backwards hat and gym clothes at Brookline? You gonna be cool with it?
Be sick. Be sick.
Yes, that'd be awesome. That's a flex right there.
I want if Tiger could walk up.
That by golf pod always struggling.
No. I mean, I'm just trying to be. If I'm going to be logical and consistent, and I say they should wear whatever pants they wear, I got to say shirts too. I got to. I got to stick with it. All right. Last thing, Jacob brought you on. We kind of become friends. I have gotten the sickness. I've gotten the putter sickness. I'm addicted now. I'm hooked. I'm sure that you're tired. I'm sure you're
Me too.
tired. Every time that you hear your phone ding or whatever, you're like, God dang it, this guy's texting me again. He found another putter. But Jacob, tell us a little bit about what you do, and if you got any tips for people out there that like maybe want to get into collecting putters, getting putters refinished. Like, just tell us everything about it, everything about what you do and stuff like that.
To sum it up, basically, I'm just a club guy. I'm a club geek. When I started playing the game at like 5 years old, I was just given just some clubs that were just kind of
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge put together and stuff. And I just tinkered around with that stuff all the way up until I was 14. I grew up in not in a really wealthy family, so money was tight. So I had to buy golf clubs at the cheapest price possible. And the only way I could do that was build my own stuff, buy the club heads, the shafts, the grips and stuff like that. But at the time I didn't know how to do it. So I had to seek somebody who could do it. And around where I live, when I was 13, 14 years old, getting into the game, there was a local golf professional or pro golfer who played on like mini tours. His name was Tony Parrish. He lives just down the street from me, and I keep in touch with him from time to time. He put one of my first real sets together. It was like the TaylorMade R1 driver. The thing sounds like a dang beer can when you hit a golf ball with it.
Like an Easton baseball bat?
Yeah. I had some Cleveland Launcher fairway wood, some really old Mizuno blades. Like, come on, 13-year-old hitting butter knife blade irons. Like, come on, what is this? Who's this kid? But honestly, when I had those clubs, it taught me how to hit a dang golf ball, because there was no forgiveness. Like, these irons were probably made in the 80s. They were Mizuno TP5 blades, ultra rare. You can't find them things. I think they were tour issue only. I picked them up in the pro shop here at Keith Hills for like $100 probably, if I remember correctly. I was 13 years old. I still remember this. So he put the clubs together, and just watching him do it in this little tiny garage workshop, I was like, this is freaking cool. Just watching him just cut up shafts, slide grips on with like an air compressor hose and stuff like that. Like, this is freaking cool. And so as I got older into high school and started playing more competitively, I needed to upgrade. So my next set, I did the same thing, except I tried to do it myself in my bedroom.
Nice.
I like it.
Some people are like,
that's where the magic happens.
Why would you do that? Well, at the time, I didn't have a little workshop to work in. So I would just cobble my clubs together in my bedroom, and I would go out and play high school matches with that set. And junior and senior year. Junior and senior year, I had two of my best scoring seasons ever. Now granted, we played only 9-hole matches, but shooting the 30s most of the time on clubs that I built myself. People are like, who the hell is it?
Like Iron Man.
Give me that look like, who the hell is this kid?
Exactly.
So
Tony Stark.
That basically is where my passion for clubs began. It just began by me tinkering with stuff.
Yeah.
And so when I got into college, after I played high school golf, college golf, I went to PGA golf management program because I didn't think I thought I didn't have a good enough golf game to be like a professional golfer. So I was like, what's the next best thing? Okay, let me try and work in the golf industry. So I went to Campbell, did their PGA golf management program. Well, as a student, they had a job opening as a club repair technician at Keith Hills. So I would work in the club repair building here at Keith Hills, which actually I told you I'm trying to move into a bigger shop. That's the building.
Right.
That's where my career started technically. So I'm in there. And basically what I'd be doing is, just basic regripping, reshafting stuff. There was a Liloff machine for irons and wedges, and there's one for putters in there too. So I'd be doing a lot of that. I've had crazy stuff come through, like, heads that, where the shaft broke inside the hosel. You had to drill the shit out. And it's brutal projects like that. Or I told you I had an interesting story about a tour pro who I built the club for.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of David Orr. He's a really renowned putting coach in the industry. He coaches tour players like he coached Justin Rose the year he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
That's what he's really known for. He also is putting coach for Cheyenne Wood, Suzanne Pedersen, people like that. Well, let's flash forward to 2019. I'm in there working the club repair room, just doing my normal thing, and then comes David Orr. You know, he's got a Bettinardi putter. I think it was a Bettinardi putter. I can't remember if it's Bettinardi or an even roll, but he comes in with a putter that's just in pieces. He's got a shaft, he's got a putter head, and a grip. He's like, "Hey, Chiz, can you put this thing together for me?" And I was like, "Okay." It's like, it needs to weigh this much in the head. It's got to have this swing weight, like very technical stuff. And so I'm putting it together, and in the middle of it, he's just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, that putter belongs to Suzanne Pedersen.
Wow.
So don't F it up.
Don't F
it up." So I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool."
That's sick. So you fixed Suzanne Pedersen's putter.
Just nonchalantly, just, filling a putter for Suzanne Pedersen. So I put the shaft in, I put the grip on, put everything together. I weighed it. The swing weight was just a little bit off, so I had to, do some adjustments. Well, I gave it back to Orr, and I think it was it the week after was the Solheim Cup.
Oh, wow.
The week after that was the Solheim Cup, and guess who made the winning putt in Solheim Cup?
With your putter.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
So you're a traitor.
Daddy wins
She
again.
was the one.
You're a traitor.
And it's funny because I get a lot of heat for that. Cause like, you're the reason why the freaking Europeans won the Solheim Cup. I'm like,
damn you, Chiz.
It's because American women's golf has always been inferior, and I don't know how we can
like,
I don't know how we can do it, but they got our number.
I can't believe.
It's funny. Despite how much heat I get for that, it was like a huge flex for me, and it was like a monumental moment in my career, and that's what made me want to push the envelope further. And so what got me into restoring putters, now we'll get to putters. My first ever putter was a Scotty Cameron Studio Select Newport 2.
Love
that
it.
was my first ever. That was my first Scotty Cameron. I still have it. 13 years later, I still have it. My dad bought it for me from a friend of his in the Army, because he was in the Army for 25 years. His Army friend, who was a staff sergeant at the time.
Yeah.
He's a big golf nut. Me and him went to 2014 U.S. Open at Pinehurst together, and we watched Ricky Fowler and who was it? Martin Keimer duke it out.
Martin Keimer, yeah.
Final round. That was so fun. And that was his putter that my dad bought off him to give to me, and I used that putter sophomore year, junior year, senior year of high school, and into college. I still have it to this day. So I beat the living piss out of that thing, basically.
Yeah.
Throughout my early career. And I was like, man, it'd be nice to get this thing restored. Well, the Scotty Cameron Custom Shop could do it, but they were so expensive I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, might as well just buy a new one.
Yeah, you might as well just buy a new one instead of just, pay $300-400 and send it off for 8 months and it comes back looking the same. I wanted something different. I was like, man, it'd be cool if I had a black putter, with I like orange, I like white, because it's Campbell University colors, because I lived just off the university property for 13 years.
Right.
And so Campbell's a big part of my life. So I was like, it'd be cool if I did like a Campbell University themed putter. And so I would be searching around Instagram, Google, whatever. And one day, I think it was in 2018, I was working at Upper Montclair, so just right after I came back home from that internship, I found this shop on eBay, just a random refinishing listing, which you don't find service listings ever, on there. It was a company called Straight Butter Putters in Arkansas. Shout out to my dude Aaron.
I've seen those guys.
He's the GOAT. He just does his work out of his garage. He's awesome. Super cool guy. He ended up refinishing that putter for me, and it looked so dope when it came back. Flat black head with orange and white paint fill. It said Chiz on one bumper and number 1 on the other bumper. It was engraved. And that's where I got my interest in wanting to refinish putters. I was like, the experience was so cool. I was like, how can I do this, and how can I recreate this?
Yeah.
So I can do my own thing. 2.5 years of research and, tinkering with stuff. I finally figured it out, and working at the Country Club North Carolina was kind of brutal during the height of COVID, because that's when the golfing boom was just going off, and it was stressful. It was probably the most stressful year of my life, because I would be working 60, 70 hours a week and commuting quite a bit. And I just was like, do I really want to do this for a living? I love clubs. I love building clubs. I love putters. I'm a putter geek. I have this passion. That's the thing.
Go for it.
The thing of every successful person in the world does what they do best because they have a passion for it.
Right.
So I took the leap of faith, and I have to give credit where credit's due. My girlfriend, who I've been dating for 3 years, my family, they supported me behind this whole decision to quit that job and move on to open my own shop, because I was so passionate about building clubs. I just couldn't see myself doing anything else. And, when I opened the shop, I had people tell me, like, okay, you're building clubs. How are you going to make a living doing that? I'm like, there's always a possibility, especially when you're refinishing putters like Scotty Cameron's. There's a huge market for it.
It is.
So I knew I had to tap into it somehow.
Right.
And so my very first project ever in my shop was my buddy Craig Walton, who he runs a amateur golf league here in the Raleigh Triangle called RDU Golf Tour. You should follow him on Instagram. They play some really sick tracks around here. He just one day wanted his putter just looking cool. He's just like paint fill, maybe add a sight dot, because I could do stamping and stuff like that with my services. So I took his putter. It was a Scotty Cameron Select notchback.
Right.
Just picture it. It's a notchback. They're cool putters. You don't see them too often either. I take it in. I do paint. He wanted just red paint fill on it. I was like, you know what? Craig's a cool guy. He's one of my good friends. Let me just go above and beyond for him. I had the refinishing material in my shop, and I went to town on that putter.
Just tricked it out.
I tricked it out NC State style, flat black finish, bright red paint fill. It was awesome. And I gave it back to him, and he was starstruck.
That's so awesome.
I even put a Sweet Rolls grip on it. It was the Scotty grip.
Love it.
The Scotty grip just to go with it. And he was just in awe. So I'm like, yes, if he is so impressed with the product, I got a formula. I'm going to keep going. And I also got to give credit to one of my biggest mentors, Ryan Daly. He's a PGA professional, and he's the CEO of Operation 36. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's a golf curriculum. They basically teach beginner golfers and intermediate and stuff like that. It's similar to US Kids, but they do it their own way. They have like an app, and there's like
I saw somebody. There's a tour pro that sponsors them. Who is that?
I can't remember his name. William McGirt.
Will McGirt. That's it. Will McGirt. I'm looking at it right now.
I think one of his kids is in an Op 36 program.
There you go.
He's a huge sponsor of them. But he's the CEO, and he's been my swing coach for over a decade.
That's awesome.
And when he found out I was doing this, he saw what I was doing. He's like, I'm behind you 100%. And so me and him are working together to get that new shop.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So you're based out of North Carolina.
Yep.
If people want to look you up, find you, what's the best way to do it?
So my website is chizdaddy.golf.com. I built that website from scratch myself,
Yeah.
just messing around with a website editor, and I built my Instagram, just just posting pictures of stuff I've done,
Yeah.
putting interesting hashtags. I don't do anything crazy. Like I fresh college graduate, income's not that great, so I'm a budget person. So
Yeah.
the way I market my stuff is on a budget, and
Yeah.
I depend
Word of mouth, social media, stuff like that.
I mainly just depend on my product.
There you
My
go.
product has to be spot on. It has to be perfect. Because
Well,
if it's
I've
not
been
perfect,
bothering.
if it's not perfect, I'm not happy.
Exactly.
It's
I've been
one of those
bugging
things.
you. I've been bugging you for the past like 2 or 3 weeks now. I've got you 3 or 4 putters on the way, so y'all be on the lookout.
I got one of them.
Got one of them in.
One of them.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that. There'll be some pictures coming out soon. I'm kind of got the sickness, and Chiz is actually just making it worse. But we're having we're having a lot of fun talking about stuff. It's going to be great. Y'all check him out. Basically, the process: you get you a putter, hit him up on his website. He's got a form that you can fill out. You can see all the finishes and stuff like that. You're on there. You ship it to him. Give him a couple of weeks. He'll have your brand new putter or your putter ready to go, and all kind of different things that you can add and customize on the site. So definitely show him some love. He's going to be a friend of the show for quite a while. Thanks, dude, so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. Good insight, good, fair and level, logic-based arguments on the pants. I feel like you really knocked it out of the park there. You kind of swayed young Nate there for a little bit. So I really appreciate it. We'll do it again soon.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see my putters. I'm sending you the 3 new ones probably tomorrow. Or
You got
Thursday.
the studio designs coming.
Yes,
pretty soon.
studio designs coming.
Oh, I love the studio designs are probably my favorite out of any camera to do.
I can't.
Because the shapes and stuff.
Cannot wait.
Cannot wait. Man.
Well, guys, check us out back on Friday. We'll be back. Ben was covering local elections. So he's a local radio guy. He's covering local elections tonight. So he'll be back Friday, and we'll have another blast. I'm sure he'll get in on the pants versus shorts deal as well. So guys, episode 182 has been a blast, brought to you by Bet Online. We'll catch you back Friday. Dadbod Golf Pod. We're always stroking.